Hey YouTubers, alright, so I'm going to be starting a project. This is my 1980 Mercedes-Benz 230G Zombie Hunter Edition. It's a military vehicle that was offered to the civilian market. This one happens to be a 1980 230G, which is a 2.3 liter carbureted engine. 4-cylinder, very Spartan interior. It's as you can see, it's military roots. It's got a 4-speed manual transmission, which it's got front and rear hydraulic diff locks. It's got on-the-fly 4-wheel drive transfer case. Here's the 2-wheel drive, 4 high, neutral, 4 low. That's basically it. It's here's a big 1970s. It's good for off-roading though. You have a lot of control of how far you want to turn the wheels. And here's the lights for the diff locks and the display, and then the tack and everything. So it's a very rugged truck. The sheet metal is, listen to this. The sheet metal is a lot thicker than your average truck. I've had a Suburban in the past, and it was, the sheet metal on this one is, I've had a Suburban, a Jeep Wrangler, and none of them compare to just the overall heavy-duty nature of this one. My Suburban was built up as well for off-roading, and so was my Jeep. But this is, I've also had a few of these in the past too. I did a project with another 1980 truck. It was a 4-door model, but it was a 280 GE, so it was a 6-cylinder engine, awesome engine, and it had a lot more power. This one was a little bit anemic in the power department, but what made up for it was this one comes with 5.33 gearing, and the gear ratio on the other one was like 4.8. So it still had more power, but this one it's okay for putting around town, which is basically what I'm going to use it for, and then occasional off-road use. But one problem that they all have, and one that I had with the previous one, was the issue with rust. It's a 34-year-old truck, and it looks like it. The rusting on it is a huge problem, and all of them rust. I've got a 2003 G500, and that one is rusting as well. So it's just like, I guess it's just a design flaw in the truck, because they all basically look the same and they all get the rust in the same spots. This one just has a lot more. So one problem is rocker panels. Rocker panels are always shot. I just took a small crowbar to this just to see what I'm working with. And as you can see, this rocker panel is shot. And what happens is Mercedes decided that they wanted to put like these strips on the rocker panels, like these rubber strips, and it just, I got one still on this side. And what happens is moisture builds up inside there, salt, moisture. I'm in the Midwest right now, but so there's salt on the roads every winter. So you got salt, moisture, and ice and everything forms inside there, and you end up rusting out the rocker panels. But they also all get rust in the same spots all along this quarter panel, and then right around the tail lights. If you want to buy one, they're all rusted there. They're also always rusted here. My previous one was rusted. I had to fabricate the rear sill. I had to fabricate one on my previous one. I'm going to do the same with this one. My previous one, I purchased a lot of body panels, but they're extremely expensive, and I got this car for cheap, so I'm not going to spend a lot of money on it. I don't think that I need to spend a lot of money on working with body panels on a truck that I'm going to use occasionally and just as a toy, basically. But so like this panel, this quarter panel, front quarter panel, that runs about like $600, so that's off the list. Rocker panels, those are about $250. off the list. I'm just gonna make my own, I think, out of sheet metal. These rear panels, the rear quarter panels, that's another probably 500 bucks. I'm not gonna worry about that. This part's good, just this part's bad. So I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe fabricating some fender flares for it out of tubing and sheet metal, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe fiberglass. Here, all of them have rust issues here with the corners. Those are another 250 bucks each. So that's off the list too. I'm just gonna see what I can do to repair it, bang out what I can, grind out what I can. I was thinking about sandblasting the whole truck, but I'm kind of short on time, and sandblasting costs quite a bit of money as well. So I'm just gonna take the grinder to it. First I'm gonna take the crowbar, then the grinder, see what I could do. If I need to get a sandblaster, then maybe I'll just purchase one. I think Harbor Freight has them for pretty cheap. I'll maybe do a soda blast or something on it and clean up what I can, and then spray everything with a rust preventative primer. You know, fast etch everything that's and then spray everything with primer. And then what I'm going to do is, they have a product now called Monster Liner, which I'm interested in using, and I think I'm just going to spray the whole entire truck with bed liner. It's a roll-on application or spray-on. I think spray-on tends to look better, but I'll probably do a combination of both, and then spray the whole thing in bed liner material and call it a day. You know, it'll look refreshed. It'll look like what it is. You know, it's a 34-year-old toy basically.